Hey, how's it going? My name is Chaos. We're gonna take a look at some more Marathon today. We're gonna look at an article that the dev team put out in regards to the upcoming seasons for when the game launches in a couple days here. And this is something that I've voiced with friends, something that I was and have been concerned about in the overarching game loop of the when the game releases. So let's jump into this article and let's just have a read and sort of talk about the server slam, my experiences with it, and maybe what is coming up with the game in when it launches in the next few days. So let's have a look here. So this was released an hour ago. It's introducing seasons in Marathon. With Marathon's launch around the corner, we want to take a minute to share how we're approaching seasons and our plans for season 1 and beyond. Excellent. This is great. I'm really glad that they're actually putting this out today rather than the day of launch. Traditionally in the past, we've seen like Destiny dev team not even release a launch trailer until the day of a season. So it's interesting to see them talking about Marathon now instead of like the day that it comes out or the day after it comes out. So this is nice. Let's keep reading. Seasons overview. Seasons in Marathon last about 3 months. Each season will bring new content features that change the way you master survival, grow your power floor, and progress throughout a season. Marathon's living universe and gameplay will continue to evolve across seasons, fueled by your feedback and impact on the world of Tau Ceti, as you uncover what happened to the Lost Colony and on the Marathon ship. Seasonal updates will introduce new gameplay, including gear, runner shells, zones, events, and more, which will be free for all players to access, or no expansions or DLC are required. Sorry, that was just weird. The hyphen. From your first steps around Perimeter to the endgame on Cryo Archive and Ranked mode, each season will challenge you to discover, adapt, and master new skills. On your climb, everyone will start fresh each season with nothing to their name and the constant threat of death in a world more lethal and powerful than you are. So wipe every 3 months is what that's saying, where you lose everything except for your cosmetics and your achievements. Over the course of the season, you'll complete contracts and progress your faction upgrades, granting you access to stronger base stats and better wares in the armory. It's not just about your loot, it's about raising your power floor and options available to you. Over time, recovering from a bad loss will get easier and crafting your ideal build will be more accessible. So the thing that I'm most concerned about when it comes to this season, the seasonal wipes with Marathon, has to do largely with the contracts. I'm not so worried about losing my gear because that's the nature of this type of game that it's trying to be, or that it is rather. And I think when in regards to the contracts, me and other people that I've talked to are worried about whether or not the contracts, especially the priority contracts, do they just restart at the end of the wipe? Or do they, like if you complete ranks with your factions, so let's say you get to VIP rank with your factions, you've completed all these priority contracts, do they continue on like sort of a path as the seasons progress? Like do they follow like not a narrative per se, but do you just have to repeat those priority contracts again now that the season's restarting, or will they change as the seasons go along? Let's continue. As you master survival and grow your available resource pool, you'll be able to take on increasingly challenging contracts, zones, and enemy runners, climb the ranked ladder, prep for high-stakes Cryo Archive runs, and secure the most lucrative loot and prestigious rewards of the season. Then as the season comes to a close and the feeling of, fuck it, let's ball, settles in, roll with your best loot knowing a fresh start for everyone with more to discover and a new climb to master just around the corner. Yeah, and that's sort of what happened with the server slam. Like we knew it was coming to an end. We started like gambling with our more interesting and exotic weapons and kit that we found from the days prior, because we knew it was just going to go away anyway. And that was interesting. That was a fun way to play the game. All right, discover, adapt, survive. Each season of Marathon brings a clean slate for the whole community with progression resets. These resets include everyone's gear, contract progression, faction progression, and player level. You'll keep your achievements and ways to express yourself. These include cosmetics, earned and paid, titles and other rewards you earn by playing and reaching milestones each season. Your codex progression also carries over, as unburying the secrets of Tau Ceti takes time. Okay, so the contract progression resets. A few other things carry over too, such as your liaison contract progression. No need to unlock the factions every season. Okay, that's good. Seasonal resets mean that the game stays dangerous, loot feels meaningful, and there's always a good opportunity to get back into the game or bring a friend in without being or feeling behind the curve. So way to say goodbye to the old, welcome the new, and kick off a journey from zero to hero with new ways to play, content to master, and things to discover. Okay, so this doesn't really... This sort of tells me, but it doesn't really go into detail. So the contract progression resets. So that means that thing, it does sort of sound like it's going to be the same stuff over again. All right, what's in Season 1? Season 1, Death is the First Step, aka First Step, is the start of a new gold rush on Tau Ceti. It's the beginning of a proxy war between rival factions competing for power and answers to what happened to 30,000 lost souls of the New Cascadia colony. And as a runner, you're at the forefront of the expeditions. When you step foot on Tau Ceti 4, you'll find a hostile world that wishes you dead. As you and other runners begin to explore the surface, you'll soon discover a way aboard the derelict UESC Marathon ship hanging above. Once the community unlocks the way into orbit, the fourth zone, Cryo Archive, will become available. Prepare your mind and shell to take on this endgame zone on the Marathon ship, where you'll solve security puzzles, unseal frozen vaults, and come face to face with an entity even the UESC fears. Oh shit. Could it be the 4? During the second half of March, ranked mode will also be unlocked. Put your survival skills to the test, exfil with valuable loot to climb the ranked ladder, and earn exclusive rewards each season. Cool. We'll share more details about ranked mode when we get closer to its launch. First Step also brings events, quality of life improvements, balancing, tuning, new implants, new weapons, and other surprises. Excellent. This is in addition to the full suite of launch content, which includes faction and contract progression. Sekiguchi genetics will be unlocked. All 6 launch runners, including Thief. Very cool. Something that we didn't get to use on the Server Slam. 3 zones, including outposts. Outposts will unlock the day after launch, giving the community time to gear up and unlock the zone at runner level 12. Okay. 28 weapons, plus mods, implants, cores, and more to craft your perfect builds. Cool. Earnable cosmetics, achievements, and storytelling through the codex. And then we have this nice graphic here. Got a carry event. We have a new gun, mid-season tuning, sort of. I guess this is like the roadmap for the season. Night March, UESC occupation, darkness gameplay. Interesting. This is season 2 that I'm reading now. This is called Nightfall. Looking ahead, season 2 and beyond, you'll start to see the impact of your presence on Tau Ceti 4 in season 2 Nightfall. Little sort of a nod to Destiny there. Your activities on the Lost Colony have not gone unnoticed, and the UESC are stepping up their security measures and responding in force to your criminal activities. Each season of Marathon will have a different theme and a unique combination of new features, content, and stories that continue to evolve the world and gameplay. We'll also be tuning all of our loot and progression systems, creating a space for new metas and ways to play to emerge. Interesting. Seasonal updates will include a set of new content, which are things you do explore and collect on Tau Ceti. This can include any combination of weapons, mods, cores, implants, backpacks, runner shells, zones, PvE combatants, faction upgrades, contracts, and new ways to play existing zones. Okay, so they are going to be adding new contracts in. So that going from season 1 to season 2, I'll be interested to see for going on further. For example, Nightfall will bring nighttime version of Dire Marsh, where you'll fight to survive and the lights go out, the UESC reinforcements flood in, and a blank with all sorts of characters, potentially a Sphit or a 4 enemy. Season 2 will also bring our next runner shell, along with new weapons, mods, cores, contracts, and more. Okay, so they are adding contracts. We're also working on brand new systems that will change the way you play, plan, and progress throughout a season. For example, Nightfall will introduce the Cradle, a new system designed to give you more autonomy over your runner shell's statistical strength and weaknesses. Ooh, that's real cool, actually. As we build upon each season, Marathon will continue to grow and evolve, and the game and world in today and a year from now should feel meaningfully different. And as we add new features and go on the journey of discovering what happened to the colonists of Tau Ceti and what happened when you dug up secrets that should when you dig up secrets that are better left buried. Start of a journey together. Finally, we want to say thank you to everyone who's taking the time to play and share your thoughts and excitement for Marathon. Community feedback throughout the last year has helped us shape Marathon into something better. We're excited to build continue building alongside you all. Head here for a recap of what you heard during the server slam. We'll see you on Tau City on March 5, and we'll continue to expand this delightfully weird pulse racing and cosmically horrific game together. Yeah, definitely. That was, I'm excited. I feel a lot more confident about the seasons going forward. I was very concerned about sort of what I saw from the server slam. I really liked. There's things about it I didn't particularly enjoy, mostly like the UI issues. The menuing is kind of weird, and there's some other smaller things that, you know, I'm probably just going to keep to myself at this point. They'll probably be addressed. I'm not too worried about that. I've seen TTK being talked about in a fair amount of conversations. I didn't particularly find an issue with it. I actually quite liked how fast-paced combat was. Like every second and a decision really kind of mattered. Like if we are going to go through Holler on perimeter, we're probably going to have to fight UEs, and we might die. And then if there's another team on the other side that we can't see, we're going to have to fight them in Holler with the UEs. And that's the decision we're making to get to, you know, an exfil faster, or get to North Relay faster, rather than go through the tunnels, which kind of takes a little bit longer. And I really liked that sort of decision making and team play kind of thing. So that was really good. I just wanted to take this time to just sort of look at the seasonal stuff, talk about the server slam a little bit. I had a great time. I'm actually, like, it kind of pushed me over the edge to buy the game. Yeah, I'm excited to see where Marathon goes. I'm excited to see what they have in store for this season. I think they have to come out swinging. I think they have to do something pretty freaking crazy and wild to not only just keep the people who bought the game, give them some sort of trust if they're feeling a little bit, you know, on the fence about it. Also, to get new people in, because once people start talking about some of the wild stuff, maybe an Outpost and Cryo Archive that we might see, it might get people interested in the game. So we'll talk about it more at another time. We'll see you for the Marathon launch. I'll be live on Twitch streaming it, and I'm sure I'll upload more Marathon videos here on YouTube.